Welcome back to PadelWorld. You're going to enjoy your journey and paddle with us, and you'll improve a lot. Right, today we're going to be doing a bit more of an advanced analysis of technique and also the shots to enable you to do those more difficult shots that you may have seen the pros do. Not that I'm a pro, I'm not going to be able to do them all perfectly, but we're going to try. So we're talking about how to deal with a shot off the back glass. You've got lots of choices to make. You've got to judge where the ball's going to bounce. You're going to judge where it's going to hit the back glass, if it's going to hit here or lower. So what we're talking about is actually getting ready. And the four choices would be, okay, it's bounced up because it's the trajectory is bounce, glass, up. You're going to try and play a back glass bajada, which is this shot. The next one would be, okay, you've thought that it's going to be bouncing too close to the glass, therefore you're just going to lob it back. That would be choice number 2. Choice number 3 is where your partner's already communicated to you that they're at net. So they've said at net, ball's here. You're just going to do a little shot, guided shot to take them out of position so you and your partner can move forwards to the net. You're not trying to hit it hard. You're just trying to direct the ball so they have to bend down to lift it so you can go in. That's 3 choices. I can't remember the 4th one. Okay, the 4th one is where the ball's actually not gone up too high, it's actually shoulder height, right? So it's not a complete full speed. The ball's here. Let's do it again. Where it's this high and you're hitting there. So that's actually trying to take the net position, hit the ball down to the feet of the volleyer so you can move in. So you've got 1, trying to go for a powerful winning shot. Number 2, lob because the ball's close to the glass. Number 3, it's going to be off the glass, controlled to the feet of the volleyer. Number 4, shoulder height. It's not gone so high. Just going to try and get in that position. We're going to see how Simon deals with this lob and what of the 4 choices he chooses to actually execute. Good. Okay, we need a bit of a harder one, so it's going to bounce higher off the glass. That's because it bounced short, that bounced close to the white line. This is going to bounce a bit further. Last one.
So obviously being on this side, I'm not going to really play a backhand back in there. That would more be a forehand player. You know, where he's coming through the middle. Yeah. But don't forget, a lot of times, 5 glasses across there.
Yep.
The guy on the right side, sorry, the person on the left side covers 3 glasses.
Yep.
And the forehand guy covers 2 glasses. Yep. So he's not really going to play. There's not going to be a lot of backhand, is there? So this guy's hopefully going to come over and take the forehand side.
Are there many people that are confident on the backhand? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, there are people.
There are people just like backhand.
So my best shot is my backhand. So I'd prefer to play backhand side. So people have got different preferences and they feel more confident backhands or forehands. Right, so now we're going to look at the 4 alternatives when the ball is going into the back ad side corner. You've got the choices of back glass, side glass, no turn, back glass, side glass, turn, side glass, back glass, turn, or side glass, back glass, no turn. Those are the 4 choices, whether you give space for the ball or whether you follow the ball round to hit it.
Now don't forget it's cold in here as well.
So here we are, we're in the back ad corner. Ball's coming, it would bounce, side glass, back glass, then you play the shot. That would be side glass, back glass, no turn. Side glass, back glass, turn. So you're going to follow round anti-clockwise. Yeah, the ball's coming, you're going to give it space there. You can only do it a few times, and when you get older, you can only do it a few times because you get too dizzy. Okay, so the 4 choices goes bounce, bounce, side glass, back glass, play, probably a lob, because you're going to be in trouble, or you know it's coming there, so you're going to give space. Okay, that's side glass, back glass. Give it space. And then the other one is going to be back glass, side glass, play. Or, that was with the turn. The other one is give it space, back glass, side glass, play, no turn.
The guys that I'm playing with don't hit any glass. You know, like Pete and guys like that, they come in, they hit an overhead, but everything's through the middle of the court. Right. Nobody seems to go glass, glass, glass. The only glass they hit is the back glass.
You mean they don't practice?
Yeah, they don't practice. They're not at that level where they're hitting side glass. Yeah. So I don't get to play many shots. Does that make sense? Nobody's hitting a spin into that glass there. It's a rarity. The majority of people don't hit a glass. They come and volley. The ball's always bouncing in the middle, or it might hit that back glass off a lob. But nobody's using the side glasses.
Yeah. So the answer, the point about that is, the better you become, you need to master the side and back glass a lot more. Yeah. Because the lower level you are, you're not going to get as many side and back glass shots. Therefore, you don't even practice it in a match, and nobody practices enough those shots. By do it like we're going to show you now.
Yeah. Coming from tennis, this is my nemesis, really. Obviously, I'm used to coming in. It's not too bad coming off this glass, but as a tennis player, once it starts coming round and I'm having to move in different directions, that becomes a problem for me.
So when you're practicing this with your partner or, you know, your teammate, the most difficult thing is feeding it right, because if you don't feed it right, you can't practice the shot. So when you do a coaching course, or you'll be on one of my coaching courses to learn how to be a coach, you regress it. You can regress it by many different ways. Hand feeding, just by throwing. So if I throw the ball, he's going to do single glass, ready? Yeah. Single glass and just lob it. Okay, so that would be a hand feed. So I'm just hand feeding to make it easy. Yeah. So really regressing it, if you really want it to take it to the lowest level, it's going to be bounce, glass, bounce, lob. Bounce, glass, bounce, lob, right? That's just teaching a bit of timing, getting used to the back glass, yeah? So to make it to the next level, you just have one bounce. It's going to be bounce, glass, lob, right? Okay, then, you know, a few weeks later or a few months later, we've now moved on a lot. We're actually on to double glass, right? So we're talking 2 glasses, right? And it depends on the temperature of the court and which country you're in, because this is really cold. So if I throw it, it's not going to bounce very high, because the balls they're okay, but it's a bit cold, so they don't bounce very much. So I'm going to tap it down, because I want to get a bit of power and enable Simon to do it well. So we're going to do no turn, back glass, side glass. So it's going to be bounce, back glass, side glass, and he's just going to lob it back probably. And I'm just going to tap it down like that. Good. Okay, I'll do it again. We'll try the turn. So Simon's going to take one step to his left, and we're going to be here. So you're pretending I'm back over the net. So I've hit it. He's there. You're going to turn around. All right, that's one glass. One step there. Okay, that's right. Right, and he's probably already feeling a bit dizzy, because he's done it 3 times. That was good, really good. Okay, so that was 2 glass with a turn. Start back glass first. Now we're going to do side glass, back glass, no turn. Bounce, side glass, back glass, no turn. Good, so he's not turned, he's just giving himself space to hit the shot. And then you might make the feed a bit more difficult because that was an easy one because it's bouncing up. Yeah, sorry. Okay, go there. Yeah. That was a bit more difficult. So that was side glass, back glass, no turn. Now, it's going to go in an anti-clockwise direction. He's going to follow the ball. It's going to go over his left-ish side, maybe his elbow or shoulder. It's going to go side glass, back glass. You're going to follow it around that way. And because he's a bit disorientated, he's obviously not going to be playing. He's trying to get back in the rally here. He's trying to get back in the rally.
Trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, okay. So now I've moved. The feed's a bit more difficult because I'm further away. I'm not gone over the net yet because I would normally be feeding it from a realistic position. I'm not feeding it from a really realistic position, but I'm just trying to get Simon to get the feeling of the angles.
Now that would be maybe a partner ball, yeah?
Yeah, he would have said mine, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that's very important, and communication is really important.
Yeah, anything that's probably bouncing in this area here, obviously my partner would be stood here. As soon as he sees that coming off that glass, he would naturally move to here, to about the T junction, and I would say,
He's going to say mine.
You're not anticipating your shot and what that's going to happen after you've hit it. You've got to anticipate what your partner's hit and what's going to happen after he's hit it as well. But you move together. And you watch paddle beginners or intermediates. One guy goes to the net, the other night he sees a short ball, so he anticipates he can go forwards. He hits it and goes forward, but the partner's not anticipating that he's had a short ball, and he just stands at the back waiting. There's not where there's one at the net and one at the back. You're either both at the back playing together, or you're both at the net. The only time there's one forward and one back is when you're serving. Yeah.
And the better you are, if you're back and you're about to hit a shot here, your partner knows in the partner's head, my partner would know what I'm going to do, and he's already moving in before I hit the ball.
He's already moving forward.
Yeah, you get that.
Obviously, if I'm playing that side and I see a short ball, I'm already moving forward, expecting my partner to hit the ball to the person furthest away from the net, not the person at the net as well, which you find. Don't you? You find that you're playing here, you see a short ball, I start moving, and he hits it to him at the net. And then he just hits it back through the middle.
If you're over 50 and playing paddle to stay fit, there are a few Zuki products that can genuinely help you feel better on court. Their super strength marine collagen is brilliant for keeping your joints moving comfortably. Electrolytes Plus keeps your energy up during matches, and Creatine Plus is one of the best ways to maintain strength and power as we get older. For everyday health, we also rate vitamin D3 and K2 and vitamin C for immunity and recovery. If you want to try them, use our code PadelWorld20 for 20% off at Zuki.com.
Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe here. If you want to see more in the series of what we do, up here. And if you want to learn about all the general things we do on all our channels, go down below.